So for this drill, we're going to be working on learning to fire our foot intrinsic muscles. So all we're going to need is a chair to sit in and then possibly a weight if you have them at home that we can use as a progression. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with sliding our foot back underneath us a bit so that our knee is in front of our ankle. We don't have to go as far as we can, but we just want a little bit of ankle dorsiflexion. And then we're going to lean our hands on our knee so our body weight is just providing a bit of resistance down into our leg. And then we're going to push through the ball of our big toe and lift our heel up just an inch or two off the ground. And when I say ball of big toe, make sure you're pushing here, not at the pad of the big toe. So once you lift through that ball of the big toe, making sure everything stays in a nice straight line, heel is lifted about an inch or two off the ground, we are going to press all 5 of our toes long and flat down into the ground. And I like to start with a very just light push into the ground, so we're not pushing with all of our might, but just starting with like a 10% push, and then slowly trying to intensify that to 20% push, 30% push, 40% push. Slowly keep going until you start to feel some of that muscle tension building on the bottom of the foot. And we're maintaining our pressure on our knee just to add that resistance. I can feel my calf working, but I can also feel basically the whole area through the bottom of my foot, through that arch, really kicking on. And then after about 20 to 40 second hold, we're going to slowly lower back down and just relax for 30 seconds to a minute, really give those muscles time to rest. So you can start with that resistance of pushing down with your hands or kind of really leaning your upper body forward to give as much resistance as you can, or we can add a weight to our knee if you have kettlebells or dumbbells at home, but everything's the exact same. We're going to push through the ball of the big toe, lift the heel just a little bit, and then gently press those toes long and flat. Really think long and flat. We don't want to see toe curling on this. We want to keep those toes really nice and flat on this and just slowly build up that tension to 50, 60, 70% until we're really feeling that activation on the bottom of the foot. But this is a great drill to get started to just make your brain aware of those muscles on the bottom of the foot, and then eventually we'll progress it to more standing activities.